Suicide has emerged as a public health epidemic in the Native American community. A tribe in northern Wisconsin has been learning this week how it can help prevent young members from taking their own lives. And events like this may become more common in the Upper Peninsula in the near future. ABC 10's senior reporter Mike Hoey was there.
The Lac du Flambeau Band of Lake Superior Chippewa Indians has just wrapped up a suicide prevention conference. The event, called Carry the Cure, was the first of its kind for the tribe.
Native Americans suffer from high suicide rates, rates of alcoholism and drug abuse that far exceed the national averages. So that, coupled with poverty and historic trauma, really created an environment for these sorts of issues to flourish in our communities.
The Centers for Disease Control said in 2012 that suicide is the second leading cause of death for Native Americans ages 15 to 34, and their suicide rate is 2.5 times the national average for that age group.
This conference is actually to help the community kind of get a start as far as their community prevention plan towards suicide. I think a lot of tribes are actually, they're tackling this issue with themselves, and also they need assistance with planning. So a lot of it kind of goes with the community, you know, where their community strengths are, and a lot of it's kind of their cultural identity.
Our cameras weren't allowed inside the strategic planning session that was taking place because of the sensitive and proprietary nature of the information presented by the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. However, the concept of culture as prevention came up.
Here, they're from the Anishinaabe tribe, and they have their own way of doing things, but their traditional values, their coming to rights ceremonies, and just talking circles, a number of those things are very helpful into making sure they have a strong sense of identity and proud of who they are.
What's going to work in one community is probably not going to work in other communities, so it's kind of just sharing ideas and you know, in what is best practices in other communities to share those viewpoints.
And it's part of an overall project to bring health and wellness to our tribal community here, and I'm really proud of the place that we're at and the progress we're making.
The Keweenaw Bay Indian community will likely soon become more involved with the Lac du Flambeau Band through the recently created Chippewa Federation. The 6 Wisconsin Ojibwe bands created the group to speak with a united voice on natural resources, health, education, business development, and other issues.
The Keweenaw Bay Band in Upper Peninsula of Michigan attended our last month's meeting and is in essence, in concept, agreed to come on board with the Chippewa Federation, lending their involvement and their expertise in areas that many tribes need to help each other in, such as treaty rights, social issues, political organizations. So it's important that we have involvement from not only the tribes in Wisconsin, but as I mentioned, the tribes in the Upper Peninsula as well.
So suicide prevention conferences like Carry the Cure and other events may become more widespread in the UP as well. In Lac du Flambeau, Wisconsin, Mike Hoey, ABC 10 and CW5 News Now.